Hey guys, what's up? It's Umbruhh here, and today I just gotta get some things off my chest today. So Christmas is right around the corner, and well, I mean, by the time I upload this, it's probably gonna be Christmas. Anyways, guys, I'm here talking about something that it's been in my head for a while, honestly. It's kind of, this commentary is gonna be a little bit of a personal commentary, but yeah. So, I want to talk about the Xbox One and why I regret siding with Xbox One this generation, to be honest. Now, for this video, I'm not gonna just be blatantly shitting all over Xbox for the entire video, because Xbox did some great things this generation, but not enough to warrant me just going full team Xbox. Like, I loved the 360 last generation. I thought it was an amazing, well-rounded system, despite only using a DVD drive compared to the PS3, which had Blu-ray. But Xbox One has just been lacking so much this generation, and I'm finally starting to regret siding with Xbox One, to be honest. Now, to be fair, Xbox One isn't the only system I have. I also game on PC, and this month I bought a Nintendo Switch. I fucking love my Nintendo Switch. It's actually a pretty awesome system, way better than the Wii U, but the only game I have for it is Super Mario Odyssey. And PC, I do a lot of my gaming on PC, like specifically with MMOs and other sorts of games like Overwatch and stuff. And I play Xbox One a lot for like single player games and like shooters like Halo, although I sold Destiny 2 and COD World War II, so I don't have those games anymore. But aside, I'm getting off topic now. I'm just starting to regret buying an Xbox One, to be honest. Now, one of the main reasons why I'm starting to regret it is the lack of third-party support it's been getting. Like, you see more and more games nowadays, especially fighting games. They're fighting games on Xbox One is practically a dead genre. Like, I remember there's this one game that came out for the Xbox One along with side PS4 and PS3 back in 2015. It was BlazBlue Chrono Phantasma Extend. Now, I remember back on the 360, BlazBlue was huge. Despite it being an American console, BlazBlue had a fairly active community on the Xbox 360, probably equal to that of PS3, but for some reason that just didn't carry over to Xbox One. Like, the game was like dead not even within a month. And other fighting games I've seen of like that too. The only fighting games that I can even think of that weren't immediately dead on Xbox One were games like Mortal Kombat X, Injustice 2, and Killer Instinct. But like, all other fighting games aside from that, it's impossible to find a match. They're all dead. And a lot of third-party support for Japanese anime games. Like, one of my favorite games this year so far, NieR Automata, which is probably my favorite game of all time of this decade. But I was just sad to hear when it didn't get support for the Xbox One. And a lot of third-party games are just skipping the Xbox One, regardless of if their previous entries in the title have or haven't. And it's just sad to see, like, third-party support dying for the Xbox One, and the lack of people that, I mean, Xbox One has sold around 30 million sales, while the PS4 has sold around 60 million, and it keeps on growing every day. Now, I have my fair share of problems with the PS4, but at this point, I kind of wish I just bought a PS4 instead. And one of the other problems I have with the Xbox One is, well, I mean, it's been obvious, the lack of quality exclusives. Now, I remember back on 360, Xbox 360 had some amazing exclusives like Halo, Gears of War, Alan Wake, just a lot of great exclusives. Well, actually, now that I think about it, Halo and Gears of War were their primary exclusives, and they blew up back in the day. Like, they were one of the top FPSs on consoles. They were like sometimes why people would even buy a 360 over a PS3 for those games, because while PS3 or like PlayStation has always had great single player exclusives, Microsoft has also had some amazing multiplayer exclusives like Halo and Gears of War, but with Xbox One, that just seems to not be the case. I mean, Halo 5's alright, and it still has a fairly active population, but still not as big as it once was, and Gears of War 4 is on PC now. All of their exclusives are on PC now, and ever since that they've introduced that Play Anywhere feature in 2016, not only have there been less exclusives, but the quality in exclusives have dropped significantly. And I know it's kind of trivial to feel this bad over gaming, but gaming's my passion, and I feel kind of bad and regretful. Like, I felt like I picked the wrong console this generation, and I can't help but feel a little bit of regret over it. I mean, the Xbox One's still a great system and everything, but I still think I wouldn't be having any of these issues if I just decided to go with PS4. Like, I got my Xbox One back in 2014. Like, I got it like fairly as soon as they said they would release a version that didn't have the Kinect. Like, ever since they announced that, I thought, okay, now's the time to get an Xbox One. And now I just can't help but regret my decision. I mean, at the same time, I don't, cause then I wouldn't get to play Halo, and Halo is one of my favorite series of all times. Like, Halo 5, I still play a fair bit amount of Halo 5. I recently got back into it. And Gears of War, I was into it a lot back on 360, but I just haven't been interested in it as much. But there's just a lot of the exclusives that are now on PS4 has caught my eye rather than the Xbox One. And I could, you know, just sell my Xbox One and get a PS4, but I did have a PS4 at one point, like from late February to early July, and that's because I didn't want two systems at once. Like, I didn't want an Xbox One and a PS4, which most of their games were like third-party games. It would make sense to have like a Xbox One or a PS4 and a Nintendo Switch, because like most of Nintendo Switch's games, the games worthwhile are first-party games like Mario or Legend of Zelda. But I just feel like it's too late to start over, because I have like at least 40 games on Xbox One. I think I have like 8 disc copies, and the rest of them are digital, and I just feel like with all the progress I made, and we're like halfway into the product's life cycle, there just wouldn't be a point to switch over to PS4 at this time. And it's just too late, honestly. And I can't help but feel regret over it. So I'm thinking when the next generations of systems are coming out, or if they come out with the new generations, because I heard they're just gonna make like upgrades of the PS4 and Xbox One from now on, like from the recent releases of PS4 Pro and Xbox One X. I surely hope that's not the case. I hope they keep on making new generations of systems, but if there is a new generations of systems, I definitely want to go with the PS5 instead of the next Xbox, because Xbox really let its players down this generation. And I just feel like it's too late to switch. No pun intended on the Nintendo Switch. But anyways, guys, this was a little bit of a candid, personal commentary. Anyways, guys, I hope you all like this video. If you want to see more serious or kind of personal commentaries, let me know down in the comments below. And I also make Final Fantasy XIV content, machinimas, commentaries, sometimes guides, although not many people like my guides. But anyways, guys, I hope you all have a wonderful day. I love you guys so much. Umbruhh out.